I traded in my Harley-Davidson and the road for a Royal Enfield Himalayan and four-wheel drive trails. Hello there, this is Ron. Welcome to Southwest Colorado Adventures, where I explore hundreds of miles of off-road trails in Four Corners, USA, aka Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, and Utah, near towns like Durango, Silverton, Ouray, and Moab. Join me as I get some serious elevation and squeeze out every exhilarating drop of fun. Hello everybody, this is Ron and I'm about to go on another ride today, but okay, that's better. So anyway, like I was saying, my name is Ron, this is my backyard, and well, that's my outhouse. But today I'm going to take you folks up on a trip to Echo Basin just outside of Mancos, just a few miles away from here. Stay tuned for more. Okay, now we're all geared up and ready to roll. So, looks a little different. Check that out. Took me a little bit to kind of rig all this stuff up. Got to make sure I get that loose connection so I can actually talk. See you shortly. Okay, here we go. Had to buckle up the old helmet. That's important. Here we are just south of Summit Lake on Highway 184. Heading to Echo Basin. And I'm going to give you guys an idea of how this thing accelerates. I pretty much take it up to 6,000 RPMs before every shift, just to kind of be consistent. As you can see, I am, where are we at? 65, hitting 70 now, just over 6,000 RPMs in gear number 4. Then I shift to 5, and we're good to go. We're cruising about 70 now. Of course, this is a downhill slope. One of the challenges is I am not a lightweight, so we'll talk more about that whenever we get back. But that over there, that group of mountains on this side of it, that's where we're going. Echo Basin's right in that area. And I'll pick up more once we get to the trail. Okay, here we go. It says we got 3 hours worth of riding before the batteries poop out. So let's see how far we can go here. San Juan National Forest. That's where we're going. I'm not exactly sure if it's elk season today. It is definitely that time of year. So, we're just going to stay on the roads. Obviously, you have to stay on the roads anyway. But we will see what we can see. It's been a while since I've been up here. Pretty washboarded roads. We had a lot of rain this year. So coming over, I only had to downshift once to maintain 65, and that's one little steep part of a hill just outside of my house, but we're working on that. Get a little more oomph. Some things I've done already. Put in a K&N filter. I ordered the Dyna, or from Tech Industries, whatever it is, I can't remember the name of the company, but the open air cover. But what I did is took my factory air cover and just took a Dremel to it and opened it up. So now it essentially does the same thing as a Dyna, even though it's incoming. But every little bit seems to help just a bit. I put a Iridium spark plug NGK in it, and let's see. Well, I definitely had to adjust the chain, and I had to adjust the alignment on the rear wheel. It wasn't exactly set properly to begin with. You can tell I kind of have to pick and choose where I'm going to comment. Look at those mountains. We just got a little bit of snow. A couple days last week we got some snow. I rode up Kennebec last week on Saturday because I knew Sunday the front. We'll see if we run into any snow up here. It's not quite as high as Kennebec, but it is not low. In fact, we start out at 7,500 feet elevation at my house. So if you're living in Florida, we're starting out on a mountain. You know, I'm gonna mention this whenever I do the full review, but I don't have a lot of dirt experience. I really don't. It's all been street bikes, cruisers, Harleys. Owned a couple of Triumphs, but again, they were both street bikes. It wasn't even a Tiger. So, you know, when my rear wheel starts to slip, it concerns me because I'm just not used to it. The ride up Kennebec that I did, there was some sketchy parts. Overall, it was just four-wheel drive road, not even a trail. Just, I mean, it's a road. But even that was so much more fun than the XR 650L, in my opinion. Again, keeping in mind how unskillful I am at this. Whoop, and there's a car. Nice day. The high today is supposed to be like 52 or something like that. And that's in town. In town in Mancos is, maybe 7,000, 6,800 foot elevation. Definitely substantially lower where I live and substantially lower than where we are currently. Now there's some snow left over. Oh yeah. So unfortunately I did not buy this bike until the peak of the aspens changing. So those stands of aspens up ahead of us, when it is time, they are just unbelievably beautiful. God, those bright leaves and the blue sky up against the back is unbelievable. If you haven't ever gone to the aspens late September, early October, depending on the elevation, then you're missing it. It is unreal. And oh yeah, here we go. We got some mud coming up. A little mud, a little snow, but only in the shadows. Luckily those leaves still aren't there, otherwise there'd be more shadow, more snow. Lots of snow. And we're gonna go this way. If I remember correctly, off to the right is the return loop for this road that we're doing right here. We've come up and hunted up here in the past, but it's been a while since I've been up here. And this is a little sketchy. We may go down an elevation if I run into too much of this stuff. Not too bad right now. In Colorado, the sun makes all the difference. If the sun is out and it's 25 degrees, you can get by in a fleece if you're just going to and from your car and spending just a few minutes outside. There's a distinct lack of humidity here year-round. Looks like they've cleared a lot of stuff since I was up here last. And if we get too much of this... Okay. We're probably going to call that good. And turn around. There's some lower elevation stuff that we can do. What goes down must come back up. We've already come down just a hair, so before I have to go up too much, let's just get on out of this. The good news is, you know, I didn't turn off my ABS. Whoa! But I should have. Okay. Well, we got it standing upright. That's something. That one didn't make it. Okay. Look at that. Starts right back up. You see my poor little dangly guard there? Hand guard. Or light. Okay. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and pick up my junk, because with the exception of my tracks, yeah, that's what I did. I hit the slick spot right there, and y'all get to see a really cool roll. So you don't always get to see that. Looks like overall everything's fine on the old Himalayan. My new engine guards, I forgot to say, that I put on right there. Caught some snow, so probably did a little bit of protection there. Although these guys, not so much. And I didn't bring any duct tape with me. I'll get that back where it's supposed to be. And we're back upright and good to go. Don't get to see a cool crash like that every day. So, we're going to drive on the snow, because that, you get the most traction. Alright, there we go. Back at it. I feel like I bent the handlebar too. Oh yeah, check that out. Ha! Nice. Well, takes a licking, keeps on ticking. I actually like the bar placement right there. I don't know. I got my doggone brake lever is bent too, or not my brake, yeah, my brake lever on the right side there. I think everything on that right side is bent just a little. This is mud. This is no big deal. With that slick ice, whole different ball game. It's bad enough on four wheels. We'll just take it easy. We're gonna go down on that side over there, see what we can find. Come on, slow down. Okay. Slushy. Usually get pretty good traction on slushy stuff on dirt, not on the road, because that's a barrier between the concrete and your wheel, and it moves, so therefore it's slick. Let's see if we can get that. You know what? I can actually see more behind me now that the bars are all jacked up and bent. Interesting. Right glove got wet a little bit. Let's see what else we can explore here. There's a road that goes off to the right here. Yeah, that's it right down there. If you can see it right past that corral. Just goes in back up into the aspens. So we'll go ride that way and see if we can find some cool stuff. So this thing is a Himalayan, but don't be deceived. It doesn't work that great on ice and snow. Well, with the exception of a few things bent and broken, we're good to go. I mean, the bike's riding just fine. Oh yeah, well, then there's the dangly turn signal, but no big deal. This is likely, yeah, gonna be a lot of dirt. We'll go this way for just a little bit, see what we find. And if we find a bunch of snow or mud puddles, we'll just turn around. It's really nice back here. I know you can't smell from there. Maybe I'll work on a scratch and sniff YouTube channel, but man, there is no pollution out here. Population density on this part of Colorado is so low. It's why I love it so much on the western slope. Pretty nice area though, still. A little on the chilly side. It's 14 degrees Celsius. I have no idea what that means. Maybe 45, something like that. Not too bad though. I don't even have my heavy duty gauntlet gloves on. I do have my fancy Tourmaster pants it was my birthday yesterday, so my mom was nice enough to get these for me. And so far they are pretty doggone awesome. I like them. Never had motorcycle pants before. Oh, there's more snow. I've had chaps with my Harley. Still have them. Okay, we're gonna go and turn around here. Road closed ahead. That's good enough. There's your sign. Alright, let's get turned around here. Very good. Still, this road went a lot further than I remembered it going. Super nice area. Yeah, I couldn't do this on a Harley. Well, I could. I mean, I do live up about a mile of dirt road to my house, and I rode my Harley up that. It's just, this thing does handle a whole lot better. And so much more fun than that silly XR. Ugh. No offense to Honda people. Hondas are awesome motorcycles. That was my first motorcycle, in fact. 1989. I had a Honda CX500 that I bought and kind of fixed it up a little bit. Bought it for $200. That thing, talk about no guts. It didn't have any guts either, even though it had more than the Himalayan does. Well, next year I will ride out and get everybody a nice shot of the Aspens. Better yet, come and see them for yourself. It's nice to ride vicariously through someone else, but my goodness, experience it yourself. Alright, now we're heading out of that little bit, back towards the main road. You know, it's funny thinking about that little spill that I took back there. Have you ever slipped on ice? I mean, sometimes you're walking and you just slip and your legs are gone. That is exactly what it felt like with this motorcycle. Like the motorcycle was there, then it wasn't there. Lickety split. Gone. Get some gas at Hesperus since it was cash only at the other place, even though my needle hasn't really moved on the gas gauge there, in case if y'all can see that. Claimed gas mileage on these things is about 78 miles per gallon. I haven't really tested it. I don't really care. I plan on probably doing some things to it that are not going to make the gas mileage much better, and that's totally fine. If I can squeeze just a few more ponies out of this dude, just to keep me cruising at 70, because everything around here is 65 on the highways, and that'll get me to places like this that I want to ride. Cattle guard. Kids hunting. Or a kid and his mom's what it looked like. Anybody that thinks hunting's only for boys, has never been to Southwest Colorado, or many other places around, I'm sure. It's a family affair. Put the meat in the freezer, and then you eat it. Straight ahead, well, not straight ahead, okay, about 11 o'clock, 10:30. Straight ahead over there, where I pointed my face, is Mesa Verde National Park. Lots of folks come from all over the world to see that.